The movies that made us think about AI. Let's talk about War Games. This 1983 movie starring Matthew Broderick is about a computer genius named David Lightman who accidentally hacks into a system and thinks he's playing a game. But the game is global thermonuclear war, and it's a real game in the military's computer systems. Although it never really mentioned AI, it had an AI component at the time, which was Joshua, and Joshua controlled the systems. So the entire time, David is speaking to Joshua, and at the same time, he has to go find the person who created Joshua, which is Dr. Faulkner. What's interesting about this is when they do find Dr. Faulkner, they start talking about how the system is hallucinating, which is something that we talk about now, but I don't think that back then we really caught on to the idea of hallucination, because it certainly doesn't really talk about AI in the context we talk about AI. There are 3 lessons that we still talk about right now from this movie, and it has more context today than it even did back then. 1, it raises questions about autonomy and critical decision making. How much decision making should we give AI, and how much should we let it control a system? 2, it talks about machine learning, so learning through simulation. We didn't really call it, I don't even think in the movie they called it machine learning at the time, but it's interesting to watch how Joshua learns and how relevant that is today. 3, it talks about ethical concerns like AI misinterpretation. So the entire time, the AI doesn't really understand what the ramifications are of what it's doing. It's launching nuclear missiles, but it thinks that it's playing a game. But it can calculate and do statistics on what the ramifications would be. It just doesn't fully understand it, which is completely relevant today. So if you're looking for a fun movie to watch and you've never seen this before, I highly encourage you. If you haven't seen it in several years, then maybe check it out again and think about how it talks about things and how they're relevant nowadays, because I think it had more relevance than we thought. But I'd like to hear what you say. Do you remember seeing this movie? Have you seen it recently? And what did you think the implications were? Or what did you pick up from the movie? Drop your ideas in the comments below.